Turbidity, that's that plume behind the dredge. This is the Environmental Protection Agency, and environmentalists are concerned about that. Turbidity is not a pollutant. Turbidity is a measure of how clear the water is, but it's a surrogate measurement for suspended solids in solution. Now, as an example, there was one study that found when upstream of suction dredge, the turbidity, I need to explain this. Turbidity is reported as nephelometric turbidity unit, NTU. So this study found less than 1 NTU upstream of the operating dredge. 16 feet downstream, they found 50 NTU. And on average during the day, it was running at about 5. So what does that mean? In a controlled laboratory experiment environment where fish were continuously exposed to turbidity ranges from 21 to 62,000 NTU, it was found that it would require continuous 24-hour per day exposure to cause lethal effects. For example, 21 NTU of exposure, the fish would survive for 11 months before perishing. At 57 NTU, they survive for 4 months. At 254 NTU, they would survive for 7 weeks. Research has found that the duration of exposure plays a more dominant role on the effects of fish than the total suspended solids concentration. In a California Environmental Impact Report survey, they found the average time that a small-scale gold suction dredge operated was 5.6 hours per day. The remaining time was spent working on equipment and processing materials. Also, there's effective scale. Okay. Effective scale. The effective scale is always ignored by environmentalists. And as you will be led to believe that vast expanses of Idaho waterways will be destroyed. Some statistics from the western states are this. The percentage of land area within riparian zones, in this case Siskiyou National Forest, occupied mining claims is estimated to be 0.01%. Total acreage of all analyzed claims related to the total acres of watershed was 0.02%. The amount of sediment moved by suction dredges was equal to about 0.2% of the winter natural movement of sediments. Suction dredge impact on the Salmon River, California was less than 0.26%. Okay. This is interesting because that dredge, if you look on this satellite photograph, that little spot in front of the arrow is that dredge. We're talking about effective scale. There's not another dredge in sight from that one dredge. Okay, I wanted to further refine some data. The Oregon Watershed Enhancement Board, on an assumption that there were 200 suction dredge miners operating in Oregon waters during the in-water work period, which is approximately 3 months. This resulted in an estimated effect on Oregon waterways of 0.0064% would be impacted. Idaho is estimated to have 193 river miles. A 4-inch small suction dredge is estimated to work 25 feet of riverbed every 20 days, or 75 feet in 3 months. Using these figures for calculating the impact on Idaho waters, we estimated that the 950 permitted miners working under the Idaho Department of Water Resources permit in 2012 will impact approximately 13 miles of Idaho's 193,000 miles, or 0.006% of Idaho's rivers and streams. The number of permits for 2013 dropped by 41% because of the influence and concerns over the EPA permit. Beneficial effects. Small-scale gold suction dredging improves water quality by removing massive amounts of garbage. What you're seeing in this one photograph was removed from one claim in 1 year from the American River in California. That is not mining waste. golf balls, oars. You really can't see, just loaded with sunglasses and those little visors that go around your head, but they don't. So this is one thing that miners do. And if we don't clean that up off our claims, who do you think is going to get blamed for it? The owner of the claim, yes. Fish survival is improved under turbid conditions. Also, the holes and depressions deeper than 3 feet create safe habitat for fish. The predatory birds can't get down there, and they can get down from the other birds. Dredging breaks up compacted stream beds, and dredge tailings may be composed of a portion of the suitable spawning gravels each year. Dredge tailings protect established redds by offering additional spawning substrate.